Okay, so I guess we're on to level 2. Entering Dockerland. I'm sure it's not pronounced like that. Oh my god, the game really does not like the roguelike mode in terms of rendering the world. My good gracious. Alright. But yeah, and it does have ads, then we're all like, oh shit! Assassin's Creed Valhalla sponsored by Marvel's Loki Season 2. Imagine. Activate Elk Shrine. I bet there's some super secret up here. Check it out. I can't climb this. Okay. So yeah, welcome to the... What? Ability upgrade. Like, back the way I came? No, that's forward. This is the way that I came. Okay. It really does not like loading things here. So I guess this is level 2. I guess individual runs are probably going to be a little while. Promoting would just instantly quit out. Yeah, probably. I think it turns some graphics down. Looks like your VRAM is running out, so they literally cannot load the higher res textures. Maybe I should be streaming with X264 rather than NVENC. Maybe what I should be doing. Usually NVENC is the way to go, which encodes my GPU rather than my CPU. But maybe some games like this are better to encode with X264. I'd have to restart my stream to do that. But...
home of Danny the Dead One.
No, it's not messing with my frame rate or anything too much, it doesn't seem. It's just...
My enemy got here first.
Off is all.
I am not that wanderer. I'm but a simple traveler.
Yeah, I'm sure OBS is a factor, but...
Get around.
But the other games I play are fine streaming on NVENC. Except for maybe
Locked
Monster
up
Hunter
my men,
Wilds.
Cut down my ropes.
Now that I started that recently.
When I ran the foundry, I had rope lines strung
Yeah,
all over
that.
Duckerland. That's how I move parts so quickly, see? Ropes.
Sounds like quite an operation. Like you were building an army.
I could supply 100 armies. But what does that matter now that Durf and his
Durf.
muspels have taken everything?
Are any of these rope lines of yours still usable?
Not many.
Apparently GPUs are going to be 5,000 due to VRAM. I don't know what that means. 5,000 what? What units are we talking about here?
String them back up. Get you across Duckerland in no time.
Like $5,000?
Like a reasonable bargain.
Oh, okay,
You'll
yeah.
get imprisoned.
Yeah, stuff is apparently going up.
There are 2 sets of
RAM
keys,
prices are
each
going up
carried
there.
by a muspel.
Meanwhile, AMD stream with
I retrieve the keys from the
H264.
muspels
I
and
assume
free
that's supposed to be
your
X264.
You will
Or
gather
don't
rope
stream,
lines.
bitch. Is that how it goes? Should I have been paying attention to this conversation?
I'll take back the foundry and by Durin, we'll tie more knots
Yeah,
than the
AI
North
data
here.
centers buying it all up.
Are you going to the foundry or not?
I don't know.
My dwarves can't free themselves. No dwarves, no ropes.
You've been warned, Danny. It saddens me it truly does that you refuse to let someone more suited for command run Hell's Foundry. By someone more suited for command, I mean myself. But I haven't given up on your ability to see reason, so I'll be sending over a few muspel negotiators to help persuade you to my point of view. Durf the Deviant. Also, speaking about, like, RAM there. With my job, about a month ago, something like that, I had something happen to me in programming that I've never had happen to me before. I ran out of RAM. But I was using, like, these tiny little $100, like, think machines that are only, like, yay big, these little bricks that are just, you know, cheap, good for, like, browsing the internet and doing basic stuff, not necessarily, like, hardcore programming stuff. And specifically, the amount of RAM that it failed to allocate was only, like, 400 megabytes. But I think that there's, like, 8 gigs in those machines, if I remember when I checked. But, you know, with all the freaking Windows bloat and stuff that's running in the background, I would close down so much stuff, and then sometimes my program would run. Other times it wouldn't. Sometimes it'd just be like, alright, let's just shut down Firefox for the next little while I'm using my program. Let's see if I can run it. So, my spare parts machine that I've used as my leg rest here for like the past couple of years, and it's mostly accumulated dust, but I got working well for Finn for this past year's Fragapalooza. I decided to bring it to work. So my leg rest now is this stool that came with my keyboard over there, which probably works a whole lot better for that purpose anyway, rather than having a full computer under my desk and just using that as a leg rest. So this is a little bit more practical, I think, anyway. A little bit easier to adjust. It's a little bit higher than my computer, so my legs are getting a little used to that. But, like, I have an actual, like, gaming PC at work now. And, that I can definitely push my programs in, and it's not gonna worry too much. I have 48 gigs of RAM in this machine, my main rig, and my spare parts machine is 16 gigs of RAM. Which, you know, it's still not a chunky amount, but you know, for that and actually having like a GPU I can do GPU things with that my programs will be a little bit happier with, it'll certainly help matters, I think. So I have actually like a little decent setup for work now. This game supports Steam Overlay. Every game does. Yeah, it, the this you mean? That I literally like never use. Yeah, it really needs to be regulated. I agree, but the thing is also like, how? In which way? Because it's still such a new thing and we have a lot of figuring out to do where it's like, what is the, process to do here? So, you know. Yeah, I guess there is Ubisoft launcher stuff. And I think there's buttons to bring that up too. I'm fairly certain. I just don't remember off the top of my head what exactly they are. Let's see here. If I find the thingamabob here. I want to see my setup at work here now. Boobity bop. I can use display capture again here in a moment. Here, go to this channel. So first off, I posted this in the main server. The mouse pad my boss had gotten me for Christmas. He kind of wants me to get into Linux and Linux-based stuff and start getting to know Linux commands. So this is the biggest mouse pad I've ever owned. Like, it's huge. It puts my TCG playmat stuff here. Maybe not to shame. My TCG playmat stuff is still pretty big for mouse pads, but this is big mouse pad. Pog-ass mouse pad. And now my setup at work looks like this. I'm the only one of the three of us in the office that has dual monitors. This is the one that I won at Megaland like a year or two ago. And this is the one that I already had set up with work. Behind here somewhere, right behind the monitor, there's a little think machine that I just have kind of tucked away now. But yeah, so I brought in my spare monitor because I have all the monitors I need here anyway. So I may as well bring that in, and if I really need it for a LAN event, I can take it. Or I just, you know, use the monitors that I have here. So here's what I have my legs resting on until this point, my good old spare parts machine. Fun fact, this computer case is my very first computer that I ever built. I think the only part that's still in there that's part of my first computer I ever built is probably the hard drive. There's an M.2 SSD and a 2TB hard drive in there. So I think I got the M.2 when I was getting this set up for Fragapalooza and turning it into an actual semi-nice machine. I think I bought the M.2 specifically for, specifically to have one in this machine. Though, it is. I do kind of want another M.2 in my main rig here. So it would have been a little bit tempting to pull that out and put it in my main rig. But, you know, big desk space. Have my little keep it crab over there. Maybe I'll 3D print some more stuff over time. And I have actually a pretty nice little work setup now in our little disaster zone office. Of just kind of stuff all over the place. So, like, I'm actually quite happy with my rig at work now. Is the case. So, yeah. So, I'm gonna be getting used to over the next little while resting my legs on something that isn't my PC. But, like, this is actually padded, this stool. So, like, it's probably gonna be better for my legs, make them a whole lot less sore. So, it's probably better that way anyway. And then I get some use out of my PC there. Ability upgrade, weapon upgrade. Well, it's not a new weapon, it's just a weapon upgrade. Wait, but I can upgrade, like, the bow or something like that. But yeah, let's go Linux mention. You so rarely need Linux command anyways, at least on a home computer. Yeah, but I'm gonna be setting up pretty soon a Docker environment. If you asked me to tell you what that means, I don't think I can tell you exactly, but I need to look into Docker and start setting up like a local Linux environment based around it. So, I will be doing some Linux stuff. But my boss, who's familiar with programming stuff as well, like, would have been familiar with, like, the style of programming that's more so, you know, back when a little bit more. He, you know, flies around the computer by typing in different commands and stuff, whereas I don't, and he's like, how do you not know any of these commands? Like, what are they teaching you in school? How do you navigate around? I'm just like, the file explorer. He's like, that's so weird, you know, because he very much likes those kinds of environments where you type commands and do all sorts of stuff like in Terminal and all that. And, you know, it's just kind of the way that the education is in computer science nowadays, where it's like, that's not the kind of thing that we're taught. So he's kind of urging me, like, on my own time to try and figure out some of that stuff and start working in some of those environments. And I'm gonna start using some Linux-based stuff for work here. And, we shall see here. Hellfire. Dockerland's ever-present lava flows cause waves of hellfire that drain your health if you stay in the area for too long. Choose your path between safe zones carefully and prioritize your encounters to pass through these areas as quickly as possible. Skilled players may be able to complete several encounters in a hellfire zone before burning, but overconfidence could result in a fiery death. Okay, so I have a time limit in this section, it's telling me. But yeah, let's see here. It's like having a mousepad of Windows command prompt commands. And sudo apt to install Steam, that's all you need. And not even you can get it straight from Steam's website, or most distros, including by distro Linux Mint, you can just get Steam from the software manager. At work, it might be more required, as they probably use the most lightweight shit ever conceived. I mean, with the little think machines, generally, yeah. But now I've got, like, an actual beefy computer, the only one of its kind in that office. But yeah. Just having a Linux VM. I might run it within Visual Studio Code. I need to set up whatever the heck Docker is. That's the next thing on, like, my docket. Pun totally intended. To get figured out here. And then I'll be doing, like, Linux-based stuff out of that. I can't tell you anything about Docker right now because I don't know anything about Docker right now. But I'm going to start looking into it. And I'm going to start figuring it out. And then I'm going to start doing some Linux-based stuff connecting to Google Drive and all sorts of different things. Okay, does it not show me yet? Okay, the time limit is that little bar on the bottom. Something. Speed is key. Speed is key. What the hell? Well, I mean, dang. Please no one sneak up on me.
Hang on. Pay for your sins.
This guy maybe. Okay, and then that's not arrows. There's a guy here. I wouldn't mind some more arrows. So can I get both of the cool things around here? If I'm just fast enough? Because I still have like a quarter thing. That was pointless. Well. Remind me what the heck this ability I have is. Poisonous powder trap. Weapon upgrade. Memories. We spent Odin's camp to purchase skills and favors. So this is the more longer term thing that'll affect all runs instead of just one. So I guess that's the way to go, right? So then I go do this. Thing's only at like a quarter, so I've got lots of time. Pretty sure here. Arrows are good. In fact. Can I not? Dang. Okay. May as well just do that then. That didn't get them? Maybe it did? Hi, dude. Here, just finish him off this way. Dang it, I took a little bit of damage, but that wasn't very much at all, was it? Okay. Switch your PC to Linux. It'll be fun, like I said. I do have a very dedicated Windows setup on that spare parts machine, as I'm being reminded of. By setting it up and actually using it properly again here. Do you use Adobe products? Hell no. Well. What? I can pick this up without killing that one guy. Oh, adrenaline slot. More memories? Sure. What's this about a set of keys? What? Well. Let's see here. Boop-a-da-bop. Alright. Yeah, more Linux users on Steam than macros users on Steam, which is actually fucking insane. Like, macros just in terms of, like, you know, auto hockey related kind of stuff, like those kinds of macros kind of style. Like, I don't know why my brain can't think of saying it any other way. For whatever reason here. So I go this way. Bop. People that set up inputs to kind of go on their own. Not no Mac OS. Oh, I freaking misread that. Yes, I know Mac OS, but I read it as macros. Is what my brain autofilled. Alright, let's see here. I was wondering what the heck does Linux have to do with, with macros? Ability, memories, I guess I go for this? I don't know. Sure. Whoops, wrong button there. I'll take this, please, though. Thank you. Some more hunter arrows. Doesn't seem like there's anybody in there or anything. Steam Deck can sell pretty well. Made approximately 4 million units for a Linux PC gaming handheld is impressive. It is. It'll be interesting to see what goes on with Steam Machine when that comes out. It's gonna be very dependent on its price point, I'm sure. Well. Oh, it doesn't do just regular damage as well? It would have been nice if it did regular damage as well.
Here you go.
Nice miss, dude. Get out of here. Alright, well.
Not much longer, corpse.
Please. Can I switch targets, please? Thank you. Well, go ahead and do this. And I go ahead and smack this guy a decent smidge. Quite a decent smidge. What do you just call me? I don't know what you just called me, but I don't like it. Well. Okay, then I gotta do this, I guess. But yeah. Wow. I mean, it's definitely something when people can play the same games on an actual, like, PC as well. And they're getting that just for, like, the actual handheld experience. You know? Yeah, not quite the same as a direct console there. Yoink. I'll take that. I guess I go do this quickly. You see nothing. You suspect nothing. Okay, well. Go do this. And then I go do this. And then got some guys up above. Looks like I can shoot that one thing. We do this. That was a little weird. You saw that? No, I can't climb that. Okay, that's fine. Someone that I missed? Oh, there is. Hi. Really? It showed me in the preview that it would kill. Oh my god. Aim higher then. There. Jeez. Alright, golden flame. Attach an explosive to an enemy that detonates after a short delay? What? Raise a Draugr archer to fight by your side for a short duration. That seems handy. But this looks really funny. I really quite want that. Well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Can I get some of these abilities in the main game? Or be able to use them in the final DLC when I'm at Janland? Because that looks like something that I would want to use. It does look a little funny. I am kind of curious what the upgrade would be. Okay, Hey dude.
Looking for a deal?
I don't know.
Let us get down to business then.
It depends on what there is here. I get Mjolnir, the legendary hammer. And maybe I have my go-to weapon for just the rest of the run here. The Noxious Retreat, Fire Arrow. More health, upgrade any ability you own. I do kind of want to see the upgrade of the explosive. Every hit has a chance to inflict a blast of shock damage. Chance on normal hit. It's a 1 in 3 chance? What does shock damage do? Is it really worthwhile? Here, give me this thing. But yeah. Alright, well. There.
Another thief.
Okay.
Another opportunity.
Well. Let's see here. Yeah, so I've got my little time limit there.
I must move carefully.
Yep, I will. So dumb, man.
Is there trouble?
Let's see here. I've got enough time. You suspect nothing. Well, this is fine. Oh, interesting. Hey. It is so short range, though. I'm definitely noticing. Oh, okay. I can't stomp? Okay, well. Damage-wise, this doesn't feel like that much of an upgrade compared to my last weapon, but I don't know. Died of natural causes. By natural causes, I mean shock, presumably. Come on. Oh. Bye. Okay, well. Reward, health upgrade. Cool. Some more memories and dreams. I can go get a weapon this way. Maybe I shouldn't have picked up Thor's hammer here. I don't know. Mjolnir. Maybe it's not necessarily Thor's hammer, it's my hammer. Come on, go, dang you. There's gotta be dudes here, right? They're not dudes here, this is just like a freebie. Oh, there's gonna be dudes here when I do this. I don't know, man. Increase critical damage after a kill. Dodging temporarily increases ability damage. Oh, it's a two-handed thing, though. I don't know. Maybe that. I don't know here. R2 and R3 to swap equipped weapons.
Get to the Aesir.
Oops, wrong button there. Okay, but I've got as much time, relatively speaking. There's still a thing in the bottom there. Oh my god. I really wanted to go up there. I really didn't have the chance to. Please. Let's go up here, preferably. Hey. Ow! Uh-oh.
Take it. Guts it.
Okay, well. This is definitely not worth it for the weapon that I came here for, huh? There, fall damage. That's what I wanted here. Okay, you're gonna be a weirdo then. What? You, like, teleport over? I hit the dodge button, I swear. I hit the freaking bomb button there. Oh my god. Well, this is where the run ends, I guess. Oh my god. Oh, where do you come from? Unearthed treasures, Raven's Flight, fine outfit.
You are good with animals.
I'm skilled at killing all manner of things.
Okay.
You think you could keep me out? I pulled your realm out of Ymir's arse! I will send it hurtling back to the void if I have to.
I do not think they can hear you, old man.
Have you come to lend us aid, my son?
I have news from home. War rattles the gates of Asgard while you dally in this dream of rescuing Baldur.
My whole life I've defied expectations by doing the unthinkable. How could I do any less when my brother's life is at stake?
My stepbrother is dead. There is no life at stake. You are full of advice to all who will listen, but deaf to anyone else.
Can you name anyone with more wisdom than I, who has fought and fallen and sacrificed more than I have?
No.
And I hope you will understand, son, why I do not take counsel easily.
So, you're going back. Back to Niflheim.
As many times as it takes.
So, is there a campaign and it's beatable? Because you eventually rescue him? Skill trees. Skills can now be unlocked and equipped with memories at Munin's Perch and Odin's Camp. So, view skills? So, 900 memory points, more health. A partially filled adrenaline slot will not be affected by enemies' first strike. The gear obtained when starting a run is of superior quality. Dodging just before an attack lands grants you heightened senses, making others around you appear to move slower for a time. That's good. Parry damage. Successful parries also deal damage to the attacker. That's good too. Reroll automatically performs a roll when landing from a dangerous height, reducing the amount of damage taken. Could be good there. Emergency aim. Holding L2 will snap your aim to an enemy as they detect you, giving you an opportunity to kill them and remain undetected. Depending on if Nightmare Mode affects the difficulty here, if I can actually kill them with my damage there. Alternating between bow and melee attacks deals extra damage for a short time. Additional adrenaline slot. Bow directly on enemy's back will inflict increased damage and cause them to stagger. I mean, that's just generally increased DPS because sometimes I'll be hitting to the back. Double Edge, receive one melee ability and one range ability with your starring gear. Both abilities will be automatically mapped to X. Oh, that'd be pretty nice there. Fight ready, always start a fight with an adrenaline slot filled. That's good there too. Both ways are kind of good. Well, that puts in some pretty good work for me, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'll start going this way. Can I just like... Yeah, and then it'll do that. Can I like... No, I can't. Doesn't look like... More evasion one way or another. And yeah, I don't have enough stuff. Dang it. I have 10 memories, apparently, or whatever the heck those are. Or dreams. Maybe memories is what I just redeemed. Favors. Favors offer strategic advantages for your next run, such as recovering a previously used item, modifying weapons and abilities, or improving certain conditions during your journey. Favors can be purchased at Odin's Camp in exchange for memories and thoughts. Favors activate when you begin a run and last until you return to Odin's Camp, either in victory or defeat.
We met before. There's something familiar about you.
You may have met one of me brothers.
Do they live around here?
In a way,
What's that noise?
They're dead. Doomed to Niflheim for... Well, let's just say they got into some nasty business.
And you come here to pay homage to them?
I pay them nothing. I come to earn. You see, I have a bond with my brothers. Like you with your ravens, but deeper. When I stand at the edge of Niflheim, I can see what they see, hear what they hear, smell what they...
I understand. But how can this profit you? Or benefit me?
I have learned some secrets of the dead. Charms and spells that I offer to you as... favors. Are you interested?
Sure, show me your shop.
What are you offering?
Favors offer strategic advantages for your next run, such as recovering a previously used item, modifying weapons and abilities, or improving certain conditions during your journey. But I presume it's just like, you know, for the single run there, so I'll just... Leave that be as is, whereas the skills I redeem are for all runs. World map is unavailable. I just want to see what other things I could redeem there. Niflheim outfits. Outfits are full armor sets that can be earned by completing quests and defeating bosses. Each outfit provides its own perks and upgradable skills. When equipped, outfits can be upgraded by spending thoughts at the outfit collection in the Odin's camp. So I cleared level 1. Am I to interpret this as there's 5 more levels to clear after that? Or what am I meant to interpret here? Increase ability damage by 5 for each adrenaline slot filled. Temporarily increase attack by 10 after using an ability. Increase maximum adrenaline slots to 5. Well, what? Just that I can get during a run? Upgrade, that's where I reuse the dreams there. Because I only start out with 1 by default. Increase range damage by 5.0 to 25.0 on successive weak point hits or headshots. Base quiver capacity is increased. Oh, kind of like the idea of that. Release your arrows, you finish drawing it to make the next one draw faster. And if I upgrade, it would give me the charge shot there. Something. Maybe. Outfit collection. Outfits can now be equipped and upgraded with thoughts at the outfit collection Odin's camp. Okay. Oh, it's just showing me some of my outfits, I guess.